Super Mario Bros. Movie may have come and gone, but its legacy lives on in our hearts. But that legacy is a battleground taking place between critics and every normie day casual moviegoers. The tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes is 59 critics, 96 audience members. Now, personally for me, I actually really enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I would. I kind of went in it for the memes and the lulz, but I left with a genuine smile on my face. If you're more of a connoisseur of storytelling and what the medium of film can do, probably won't like this movie. A lot of critics don't like this movie because it's a modern day IP memberberry festival. It's what a lot of film has become, which is take an IP and do what you can with it. But you know what? As a Nintendo boy, I can sit there with my popcorn and enjoy this film for just putting a smile on my face. I'm going to look at some of the reviews for this movie, some of the people who hated it, some of the people that loved it, and just some people in between. Let's go. Oh, kill me. Let's start with the people who hated it. For instance, No Waluigi, 1 out of 10. This is what happens when you make memberberry movies. If you're missing one specific ass memberberry, someone's just gonna flip the whole table, fuck everything. Nothing. I felt literally nothing watching this. Pure product, safe generic, focus tested to hell and back. Completely numb, inoffensive product in an industry standard size and colorful packaging that's sure to keep babies and drooling dullards entertained until it's over. If this is, and those Sonic movies are gonna be the standard for video game movies going forward, then I'm not even gonna bother watching anymore. Anyway, like this review if you wanna have hot, nasty sex with Bowser. So I know how some people can walk into a Mario created by Minions team movie and assume they're at least getting like Pixar level quality. But if this is such an IP film that you gave it a 1 out of 10, I just assume you hate 90% of, not just movies, just things coming out now. Like, we must be living in a cultural dystopia in your reality. Not a single Dr. Mario reference, 1 out of 10. I mean, how hard is it to fit in a side quest where he becomes a doctor, for Christ's sakes? Haven't seen it yet, but I heard Luigi and Bowser do not hook up in this movie, so therefore it sucks ass. Thanks. Why is everything so horny nowadays? Why is 1/5 of the internet, why is 1/5 of the Mario movie reviews horny comments? Good movie, pretty funny, but barely any Funky Kong. 0 out of 10. What a piece of shit garbage movie. Call me when the funky cut gets released. Listen, this is a beloved franchise. There's a lot of important characters in this franchise. There's only so many people who get to shine, but trust me, Funky, my lad, his time is coming. Wait for the Donkey Kong movies to come out. There's gonna be like Donkey Kong 3, Funky's Revenge. It's gonna be great. Half Star is literally just for half black. Mario movie without Yoshi, I might as well just hang myself. What? Could have gone without all of the New York shit. I'm here for Mario, not Goodfellas. If you're gonna make suicide humor, you have to earn that. You can't just be upset that Yoshi isn't in the movie and now you're gonna hang yourself. There's gotta be a better punchline. This movie is doomed to fail, by the way, because there's so many people talking about how there's no story at all. The only story is like him being a plumber in New York, and then you got people here who are just like, I'm not trying to watch Goodfellas over here. They could do Mario in England. They'd be like, get this Harry Potter shit out of here. Okay, this review is by a user named Flushed Away. They kidnapped me and made me rewatch this for the money. They almost killed me. This movie is ruining my life. Someone, anyone out there, please save me from this disaster piece. Seriously, why do people think this movie is good? And the critics gave it a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes? What? That's not even low enough. This is a negative 10 out of 10. It summons all your nightmares into one movie. If you're reading this, please don't watch this movie and save yourself. Don't listen to anyone who says this movie is good. Go and watch real cinema, aka Flushed Away, because it's perfect. The Super Mario Bros. Movie and Flushed Away, these are the real cinematic battlegrounds I needed in my life. I really wanted to hear his take on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. This movie was not made with blind people in mind. I'm blind and I couldn't see anything. You know what? Fair. 0 out of 10. Best money I've ever spent. But wait, what? What? After all that negativity, you know what? It's time to listen to the fanboys. Let's read some positive reviews. Unbelievable. I am absolutely astounded. This film made me experience every single emotion. I laughed, I cried, I cheered, I got frustrated and scared. I hoorayed. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is a truly one-of-a-kind film. Some may even say it's the most genre-defining film of the 21st century. Each character was so well written so that no matter the circumstance, you could always find a way to empathize with them. The film was just so real and intense that I forgot it was just a film. When it ended, I was so heartbroken because I was no longer watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie. This is a troll, right? I'm not trying to downplay the emotional and spiritual journey you went through with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but I have to assume this is like a troll account. I have to assume Jimothy here writes really ironic reviews or is just 8 years old. I still think the 1993 film was the best version possible. This was okay, watchable. I find its massive popularity weird though. Detective Pikachu was much better. Sonic was better too. This was too safe. 1993 film forever. I felt sorry for Bowser. He just wanted to be loved. I don't think this guy knows how the star ratings work. You gave it a 5 out of 5. The equivalent of a 10 out of 10, but it's watchable. It's okay. Like the bar below that must be... By this logic, Detective Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog are also 10 out of 10 films, as well as the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie. Goombas! This is a sentiment that a lot of people had though, people who like the Sonic movie who were saying, oh, there was like story and things going on in that film. There was a plot thread. If I had to rank them, it would be like Sonic 2, Mario, Sonic 1, not that big of a gap. This is a lot of the Peach emojis. How does Peach have a fat ass but Mario doesn't? Where's the dump truck? They played the DK rap. Easy, 5 out of 5. I wholeheartedly agree. Of the DK crew, DK, Donkey Kong, DK. 5 out of 5 would smash DK.
Smash.
It's a monkey voiced by Seth Rogen. What is wrong with you people? Illumination Studios does not miss. I was expecting gimmicky, lifeless nonsense, but man, this was just loads of fun. Both in visuals and storytelling. Every character was perfectly depicted, in my opinion, especially Bowser. The storyline was also very cohesive, not drawn out. I seriously was not expecting to enjoy this so much or would regard it so highly. There really is nothing to dislike about this movie. I would watch this again. So this is like a good depiction of the Mario movieverse because it celebrates the games, but like when I hear Jack Black singing Peaches, it's not like a memory flare goes off into my brain of who Bowser is. When I think of Bowser, like the video game character, I think of, or like the Super Smash Bros. Fighter, I'm not thinking the guy who sang Peaches. I don't hear Seth Rogen or Chris Pratt when I think of these Mario characters. I don't think this is a good depiction of them. It is a fun adaptation though. As much as I like this film though, I think there is plenty to dislike about it. So good, had a lot of fun, music wow, Easter eggs were dope, something about screaming for, I don't know, fuck Chris Pratt. Just gonna throw that in at the end there. Fuck Chris Pratt. While we're on the subject, Chris Pratt did fine. For what this movie is, the direction they were going, the version of Mario they're trying to depict, like kids watching this film aren't gonna like hear his voice acting and be like, man, that motherfucker sucks. They're gonna go along with it like they are the rest of the film. It's for people like us who's heard this man's voice long enough that yeah, it's gonna be a little annoying hearing it come out of the guy from Super Mario Bros. But yes, the Easter eggs in this film were great. That's where a lot of the love for this film was hidden. And the music was, for the most part, great. The actual Mario music was great. Again, it's an IP Hollywood blockbuster, so they have to throw in a bunch of random 80s music, which is unnecessary. It's not like they're trying to capture the 80s spirit of Mario Bros. It's not like this is strictly an adaptation of that version of Mario. This is like modern day Mario, if anything. So I don't know why they played a bunch of that music. Alright, we can just read some fun reviews now. I hate everything. He says, it's Illumination's best movie, and it still sucks. How did we go from this energy of Illumination Studios doesn't miss, which is hilarious, to their best movie, and it still sucks? So dedicated to the source material, and still they ignored Mario's trademark dump truck ass.
That's what I'm talking about. Where was it? Where was the Illumination?
Finally, some representation of men with daddy issues in animated movies. That was specifically accurate. Anyway, that's what the internet thought of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I took these reviews off of Letterboxd. I have an account on there if you want to follow me. And while you're down in the description clicking my links, be sure to follow my other accounts from things that I am on the internet. And while you're down there, hit that big red subscribe button. That would just make my day. That would maybe cheer up Saddle Bowser here. Anyway, thank you for watching as always. And until next time with that, I leave you.